All right, guys, the moment you've all been waiting for, another Brewtastic video. So what's up? Back here in my garage today, doing getting prepped up for a brew day this weekend. Just cleaned both the kegs, flushed out all the lines. Looks like I need to do some de-icing in here. I probably need to do something with my temperature probe, but yeah, my CO2 is holding up, as you can see. After 2 full brews, we still got pretty much in the green, so that is a huge plus. Yeah, so this weekend, finally back in the brewing. So I think I'm gonna try something different here. One of my friends was telling me about it, a New England IPA, which he said apparently changed his whole life of beer drinking. So essentially I did a little research online. Sounds like it's not like the West Coast IPAs, which is like 100 plus IBUs, just crazy hop forward. A little lower on the IBUs, but a lot more dry hopping and knockout hopping, or whirlpool hopping. So more of the aromas and flavors and not as much of the bitterness. Apparently these beers are kind of like hazy too. I've seen they add the dry hops in primary fermentation on like day 2, which apparently, I'm not like a chemist or something, but apparently the acids from the hops attach to the yeast and it keeps the yeast in suspension floating around and gives it kind of the haze. So I kind of looked up some recipes online. I think I'm gonna try and maybe kind of follow one, maybe kind of just wing it. I think the recipe that I found, it was trying to imitate, I think it was called hop juice. So we're gonna kind of do that and put the old PNW Brews twist on it and see what we can come up with. I'm also gonna try and do a cider. My homebrew store sells just those like generic cider kits. I don't know if they come in different flavors or anything, but my wife doesn't really like just like the straight up apple cider. So I'm gonna try and mix it up. I know she likes some pear ones sometimes. What's the other one? Oh, the pineapple, the Ace pineapple cider. So I think they have some like flavoring concentrate there. So I might try and pick up something, give it a little extra kick. There was a couple additions to the homebrew setup, which I'll show you right now. So, dun dun dun. So I got this nice double-walled stainless boil kettle here. So it has like the NPT for the temperature, has NPT for the nice ball valve. Just really heavy-duty construction. Also got the little screw-in strainer here, which I can't screw it in, can't get it lined up one-handed, but you get the point. So yeah, that has actually been super nice, especially for chilling. You got your temp readout right here, so I don't have to have like an external thermometer in there while I'm trying to have my immersion chiller in there and like knocking it all around and all that crap. So it's been nice, and this is just like overall quality is so much better. The one I had before was like a single wall. It was super flimsy and was getting all like discolored, and I don't know, it just definitely, it was, but I mean, starting out, you kind of get some cheaper stuff, and then as you keep brewing, kind of up the ante and get some nicer things. I actually had some store credit and picked this up. I think it was like $200 and something for everything. I ended up only having to pay like $70, so not a bad gig. This stainless stuff is definitely not cheap. So I think today is just gonna be kind of a shorter video, just a little update. Like I said, I hadn't made any brew videos for a while. So yeah, this weekend I'm gonna try and do that New England IPA. Have any of you guys brewed? I know it's kind of I don't know if I'm just late on it or what, but it seems like it's kind of the trend. All the cool kids are drinking them now, as they would say. Apparently a lot of breweries do like very limited releases of these. So I actually tried to hop around to some stores to find one just to try and kind of see what we're looking at, and I couldn't find anything. So I guess I'll just have to brew my own and have my own little special release. So that's probably going to do it for today. I'm going to do, like I said, the brews this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to do like a full in-depth like 30-minute video and like go over the whole process, but I'll probably just do more of like an overview. I mean, you guys have probably seen a bunch of videos of the whole brew process and how it goes, and if you haven't, I have some, probably 5 or so. So I'll probably just do a shorter just overview and kind of go over my grain bill, the hops, the yeast, my hop additions, and just kind of talk through that. Also, I'm going to try something new. It was like 106 degrees yesterday. It's supposed to be really hot this weekend, and my home does not have AC, so fermenting might be an issue as far as temp. So I think what I'm going to do is I have my Johnson controller right here. So I think I'm going to try and set that for I don't know, like 67 or so, and I think the cider is probably just gonna have to go inside and ferment in there. But for the IPA, I'm probably gonna put it in the kegerator, or the keezer, whatever you wanna call it, and try and do a controlled fermentation. I mean, it's hot, so I don't wanna be fermenting that thing get up to like 80, 90 degrees. So yeah, I'm gonna try it out. I've always wanted to have a fridge actually dedicated for fermentation. It's just so much easier than trying to find a cool spot in the house. And so, but if I do have a keg in here, then I actually can fit one 5-gallon fermenter in here with one keg. I don't know if I'll be able to fit both fermenters. I actually might, thinking about it now. So I might try and put the cider and the IPA in here and do a nice little temperature controlled fermentation and feel like a true brew master here. So okay, well, I think that is going to be it for today. Also, for the car related stuff, got some good comments on the last video, so that's cool. So I'm glad that you guys are glad. I am glad that you are glad that I am back, and I'm glad to be doing some videos again. So it's definitely fun. With the car stuff, I wanted to see if anyone could try and guess what my track car is. So I know my wife, I think, is my only person I know who watches my videos, and she obviously knows what my car is, but she doesn't have a YouTube account, so she cannot spoil it. So yeah, let's see. Give me some comments below. I'd be curious to see what your guys' guesses are. So, all right, well, I'll be seeing you guys again this weekend, and have a good day. Peace out.